We're live. It's the live stream lounge. What's up, everyone? Oh my gosh. It's been crazy. I've been running a little bit behind today, and but I am here with my buddy James. James, say hello. I think it froze. Try that again. Maybe do we have a bad connection? Try flipping you around again. We're frozen.
Are we?
Yeah, there might be. Is there a bad connection here or something? Try that one more time.
Okay.
Because you're not popping up.
Because...
There we go. There you go.
All right.
I'm not sure what it might have been, a loose cable or something. All right, so we have a lot to cover today. Today is going to be so much fun. Oh my gosh. So we've got some new rewards, some of the new toys to share, some new updates with the Kickstarter. And guess what? The trailer is coming soon. This week, I have all kinds of information about it, how you can prepare, and some fun things regarding the trailer. And you guys are going to help me tonight judge the image that's going to be like the thumbnail that the world is going to see. It's almost like the movie poster for the trailer. And I have 9 of them designed, and I don't know which one to use. So I need your help helping me choose which one will go with the trailer. Oh my gosh. While people are coming in, we're going to check comments in a second. What up? But first, we are going to make some drinks, of course. Do we need caffeine today?
Yeah.
Of course we need caffeine today. By the way, while we're getting started, in addition to awesome feedback, you guys emailing me and sending me notes and stuff, probably the biggest feedback I got last week was on my guy liner last week. And not that I shouldn't be wearing it, but I might have been wearing too much or just not wearing it correctly. Hey, it's all good. I appreciate the feedback. So it's much less today. In fact, I had it on yesterday and I just haven't washed it off or whatever. So there's just barely a little bit left today. But I'm going to try some new products out, and I'm going to try it again next week and see what's up. I just dig it. I think it's kind of punk rock, and I dig the way like Green Day looks and stuff like that. And I saw this. I did research it. I wasn't just like randomly trying to put it on myself. And I watched a bunch of videos, but there was one in particular that made me think that that I didn't have to stress about how I was putting it on so much. And it was this video that Youngblood, if you know who Youngblood is, he had this video that he did for GQ magazine on how men can put on guy liner. And it was so funny because basically he just kind of put it on so quick, and he started rubbing his eyes, and he's like, and that's how you do it. And he looked amazing, and he did it in like 5 seconds, and it was such a hatchet job, but it was also so punk rock. And I was like, that's amazing. Like, that's really cool. But what works for Youngblood may not work for Matt. I get it. All right. So we're working on that. It's a work in progress. All right.
It could be a live demonstration.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe we should have a whole live stream lounge just on that, where both James and I tried to. Oh, you're not ready for that, James?
I thought we were just gonna have you smash it and then just rub it in like Youngblood.
Maybe we both should just.
If it's for the live stream, I might be able.
You might be able to. Yeah. It's for our live streamers.
No one wants. Well, they want to see you in the guy liner.
I don't know. Actually, let's find out about that. You guys watching, I want to hear in the comments. Do you want to see James in guy liner? I gotta say, those apps that they have. Everyone's acting like AI apps are a brand new thing. They've been around forever, but there's an app where it shows what you look like as the opposite sex. And so a bunch of friends and cast and crew for Aladdin were tinkering around with that for fun. And the guys that looked the most beautiful as women, one was James and one was Cam, was also pretty good looking as a girl, I gotta say.
Oh, I remember that. He was like the African queen.
Yeah, he was really good looking.
Apparently me with blonde hair was real K-pop too.
You with blonde hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So good old candy bar drinks as per usual. And then we're going to get the party started. Of course, it's not a party until I spill. Get this out here. I can't wait. We have so much fun stuff to go over tonight, you guys. Oh my God. Goosebumps. All right. James. Cheers. Cha-chink. Cheers, everyone at home that's having a drink with us. You know what time it is right now? It is time to get the party started. Hopefully people can hear that now. We were doing this last week, and after I watched a little bit of it after we recorded everything, and you couldn't hear any of this last week, so we were talking about applause, and I think at one point one of us said something funny, and that happened, but and then we were reacting to the laughter, but at home no one could hear it, so it was, I'm sure that was an awkward moment. For sure. All right, we're going to get into some of the comments real quick, and then we'll probably start. Gosh, there's so much to talk about. I've got a list, but let's say hello to everybody. All right, who's all excited for tonight? Everyone, yeah, the exciting updates, and there is a lot going on. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, and this is so awesome. You guys are all like chatting with each other. This is super cool. And there's people on YouTube. There's people on Facebook. I don't know if we've had anyone from Twitch yet. I need help with Twitch. If you guys are on Twitch, add me and like school me on Twitch. Let me know what up. What up, Aaron G? Saw Aaron G last night. Aaron G in the hizzle. That's right. That's DTE. All right. Awesome. What month do you think the private movie screenings will be in? Want to see James put on the guy liner too. All right. The screenings are going to begin. I am going to start scheduling them in March. Once the Kickstarter is done and the funds are in, that's when I start. I would actually start the screening sooner, to be honest, but what if someone like pays for the reward to get the screening? They come, they see the movie, and then what if at the end of the Kickstarter they cancel and then they snuck by and got that screening for free? I see what you're thinking. I know how it works. It's what Aladdin would do. So hey, I can't fault you there. But that's why the screenings are going to start in. They're going to start in March, and I'm going to try to do one screening a weekend. So it'll take a little while to get through. I'm going to start with my executive producers first. And then once all the exec producers have seen it, then I will be rolling into the new red carpet experience, which some of you already know about if you've been following on Kickstarter and the Kickstarter updates. But we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. Ted says James is a hottie. Love that intro. I love that intro too. Really good photos in that. Anthony, keep doing the applause and the laugh. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for the applause track. Some applause for the applause. Just out of curiosity, if you guys can let me know, is the applause too loud, too quiet, or just right? Because it's hard for me to gauge what I hear and what you guys hear. So let me know how that works. What's up in Christy Dumar? It is the Princess of India hanging out with us tonight. Hello. Best wait till you get the money. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's just kind of how it rolls. Just right, says Aaron G. All right, sounds good. So we have got some things to go over. Kind of a real quick recap of some of the amazing things that happened last week. First of all, we are a Project We Love on Kickstarter. Oh my gosh, I am so, like, you could even ask my girlfriend Casey. She has been asking me since last September, which is already like 5 months ago now. She would ask me, "What do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas?" And my answer was always the same. You know what I want for Christmas? I want a Project We Love from Kickstarter. That's all. That's what I want for Christmas. Like 5 months ago, this is what I was saying. And I thought we would get it like even before it went live, because it's hard to tell, but I think based on what I can see, some Kickstarters actually get the Project We Love before it even goes live. And then sometimes it gets it within the first couple days. So after we didn't get it beforehand, we didn't get it the first couple days. I was so bummed out. I just assumed we weren't getting it. And then after 1 week, we were branded Project We Love. Some of you might be asking, what's Project We Love? Like, what's the big deal? Well, there's everything on Kickstarter, right? And so a lot of times people browse and you can put in different categories. Like, are you looking for movies or are you looking for comic books? And then within those categories, all right, you're looking for movies. Are you looking for fantasy or sci-fi? Are you looking for action movies? Are you looking for slice of life, romantic comedies? Are you looking for documentaries? And there's a lot of projects that are on Kickstarter live at any given time. So it's real easy to kind of get lost in the shuffle. And while people do discover your project on Kickstarter, a lot of times it's by luck. But when you are a Project We Love, that's what Kickstarter considers examples of brilliance in creativity, which is like, oh my God, they think we're brilliant in creativity. That's amazing. That's awesome. So, so what that means is they kind of put us to the top. So anytime someone's searching any kind of results, the Project We Loves go right to the top for sure. And sometimes they even, I'm so excited about it. Sometimes they even put us on the front page, or sometimes they have featured sections, and then Projects We Love just go right to the top. And there aren't many. I mean, you'll look and you'll see some Projects We Love, but in the grand scope of all the projects that are live right now on Kickstarter, there's not very many that they kind of bestow this this awesome badge that we now have. We are a Project We Love. So I'm super stoked about that. Just a real quick recap in the week. So Tuesday we hit 30,000. So we have tripled our funds in 1 week, which is amazing. And even though we have a Project We Love, which has definitely helped us for sure, we're still in kind of a lull. We're still in kind of the plateau, so to speak. All Kickstarters, doesn't matter how big, how small, they're always really big in the beginning. They're always really big in the end. And then there's a plateau in the middle. So we're in that plateau. We've even had a couple days where we had no new backers, or where we had one new backer. So we're definitely in that lull. We need to try to find ways to shake things up, to get it exciting. And I've got some exciting things that are going to happen this week. So we'll see if we get a spike this week. I think we're going to get a pretty good spike. Regardless, it's always super helpful. Tell your friends. Especially, it's great that you guys are sharing everything on social media. Please continue to do that. But the best thing you can do is kind of go through your friends list, or like texting on phone or email. Take a look at your friends, try to assess which friends actually would really be interested in this, and contact them directly and let them know. Because otherwise, if you just share it blindly on social media, chances are they won't even see it. And even if they do, if you kind of just share it, they might be like, what's this weird thing that James just shared? I don't know. And then they just keep scrolling. But if you send something directly to someone, speaking to them, that's kind of where you get their attention, and they'll take a closer look at it.
I feel like my friends ask that question quite often.
Oh, how's like the best way to share?
No, like, what's this strange thing James just
Oh,
shared?
yeah. So let's see. I need my Face ID to open this up. So many cool things to chat about. Okay, so next I want to, let's see, pull this down. I want to make sure I'm not revealing a slide ahead of time. Oh yeah, I did want to share this. So on Tuesday, we unveiled the movie poster, and thank you guys. The response has been awesome for the movie poster, and I'm really proud of it. I think it looks really cool. It's not typical for what I would do for a movie poster, just because everyone knows me for my outlandish, crazy, huge montages with lots of color and everything is just over the top. This is a little more new school. It's a little more sophisticated, but I think from far away, if you saw this image, either scrolling through thumbnails or if you saw this in a movie theater, I feel like this would grab attention and make you want to step in closer. And obviously, once you step in closer, then you see all the goodness that is hidden inside. The other cool thing that's really exciting about this is if you were to get this poster signed, the signed version on Kickstarter, I think this poster works really well with signatures, where we are going to have an onslaught of cast and crew signing these posters for the signed editions. And I think this is just a lot of fun. A lot of times on movie posters, when people get them signed, if it's a poster that has a lot of color or just a lot of texture going to the edges, sometimes the signatures are hard to read. And I think it just makes it like mucked, like kind of garbled. And I've seen people that have like Star Wars posters, for example, certain Star Wars posters where they've got it signed by like, oh my gosh, like 100 different people in cast and crew. And it's amazing. And it is impressive. And you look, but it's so hard to see the signatures that like, it's kind of cool, but you really have to look. And it just, sometimes it just looks, it doesn't look like garbage, but yeah, I'm going to say it. It looks like garbage, but I think it's really cool with something like this. It's just a really nice texture, like this sea of signatures. I think on a poster like this, it works better than if there was texture everywhere.
Use those silver Sharpies.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, silver Sharpies usually are the way to go for some of those others. All right, real quick, I'm going to jump into the comments, and then I can't wait to show you guys some of the some new reveals with the toys and rewards that you guys are going to get. Oh, I should say, so for the movie poster, everyone gets the movie poster in the second swag box. You get the poster automatically. If you want it signed, I believe that comes in the Sky Sail Sky Club is where you get the signed version. There is, I believe you can get the movie poster as an add-on. So if you only got the first swag box, now it costs a little bit more because not only do we have to send you the poster, but we have to send an additional tube for that. So shipping's a little bit more. That's why it almost makes sense. You're going to save a little bit of money if you get the first swag box and then you get just the movie poster as an add-on. Will you save money instead of getting the second swag box? You will, but you might as well pay the extra. It might be like an extra $5 or $10. I think it's only like $5 or $10. You might as well pay the extra and get the second swag box with all of the cool stuff that is going to be inside that. Or if all you want is the poster, that's cool too. I don't think there's an add-on yet for the signed version. If that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments if it's worth it to add that into the sea of all the add-ons. So John Rick says applause and laugh track needs to be louder in the Atmos surround sound. All right. How's that? Your number 3 in popular section under films. That actually changes quite a bit. And that's one of the weird things about Kickstarter. They have an algorithm where if you keep refreshing what's popular or what's new, where that should absolutely be in exact order, it changes every time you refresh it. So Kickstarter does still have a kind of a weird algorithm of what they're trying to push and not push. And I think part of it is they know what you've seen and they know what you haven't seen. So I think a lot of times they're just trying to change that up strangely. But it seems to work for Kickstarter. Hello, Brittany. Massive week and well-deserved. It has been a crazy week. David has some ideas. I'll extend my offer from last week to this week. I have a winner from the past week, and I'll do the same next week for anyone that has or does a pledge. David, if you could remind me exactly what you are doing for people so people can take advantage of that. David is doing custom sketches, and it might be, I think he's randomly selecting if you send him proof that you have pledged for Aladdin 3477. David, who's an incredible artist, is drawing head sketches of characters of Aladdin 3477 for you, which is just like mind blowing. Like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's amazing. There's actually a bunch of things where already some fans have reached out this week, and it's some things that aren't ready to share, but like it's really cool how much everyone's really like kind of going the extra mile to make this awesome, and you guys are helping so much. Applause, perfection. Everyone give it up for my mom, who is watching the live stream lounge right now. Justin loves the movie poster. Awesome. Has anyone started to point out that he looks like Cassian Andor? Cassian Andor. Yeah, he does look like Cassian. Also, depending, sometimes he looks in the artwork that I did, I think he looks like Dave Grohl. Keanu Reeves, though, is the big thing that that everyone says. Eric Steele, that's great, Brittany. Eric Steele is carrying the whole movie on his shoulders. I love that. He really is in more ways than one. That's brilliant. Who will sign Aladdin's forehead first? Good question. What do you think the movie will be rated when it's released? It depends on what platform. If it's in theaters, we'll have to get an MPAA rating. The cost of that, last I looked, which was probably 15 years ago, that was $10,000. It's probably more now. And that's why a lot of platforms like Netflix and Disney, they have their own rating system that they rate movies. And sometimes it's like TV 14 or it's mature audiences or something. Something's not right. Oh, there we go. It's back now.
It's lagging.
So I'm not sure yet. That'll depend on where the movie, and there could be more than one. It could be on one platform, it has one rating system, and on another one, it has another rating system. That's it. Nifty. Nailed it. Random drawing for people that send David proof, and that is just so cool. Christopher Etrada won last week. Awesome. And Christopher is definitely one of our big backers. That is super, super cool. Bless you. All right. So I can't wait to share with you guys some new toys. So last week we unveiled the Princess Kamala figure, and we had a very close look at it. And here you can see this right here, Christy, and it comes with, there's an additional head with an additional expression. You can put her hood up. She's got the hologram, the transparent blue hologram with like pink laser hologram, and then the laser taser over here. There's just quality printing all the way around. The detail's amazing. The print on the jacket is like this gold foil that is super reflective. And listen, I mean, here is the Princess Jasmine figure, and this is nice. There's no question. And part of what's cool about minifigs is their simplicity, but just the detail is nowhere near what we've got with Princess Kamala. Plus, she comes with all of the cool accessories. The next thing that I mentioned last week, but I'll point it out again, is everyone is getting the Hong Kong Trooper minifig. If you've pledged at any level, you are going to get this spring in your Taj Mahal Treasure swag box 1. Everyone gets this. This is a thank you gift for how awesome you guys are. We almost had a thank you gift this week, but we've kind of been in a lull. And so I can only afford to give you guys these awesome thank you gifts every time we have some good spikes. So please continue to spread the word. And next week, hopefully we'll have another one for sure. I have a list of thank you gifts Some of them not as elaborate as an entire figure with all of this cool armor. Some of them will, just be like,
My hair.
a lock of James' hair or a holographic sticker or something like that. But we will definitely have more thank you gifts in the future. So the next thing that I wanted to share with y'all is the next minifig. And the next minifig is, first I want to share. First, I wanted to share, just like I did with Princess Kamala, I first shared what the original Jasmine minifig looked like. So I wanted to share Aladdin. And this is the Aladdin minifig. Super cute, right? He's got like custom, he has a hard time standing up. He's got custom hair with the little fez hat. He comes with a lamp. But the detail, the chest is just kind of like flat color. The arms are flat color. The only detail on the legs, other than I guess the feet, it does have a single patch on the leg. I mean, it's a cute figure. No, I mean, there's no question. Obviously, it's super cute, very simplified, and it totally works. I can't knock it. It's a cool minifig for sure. But I wanted to unveil the Aladdin minifig, and here it is right here from Aladdin 3477. I actually shared a look at the Aladdin minifig earlier in the week. I had to draw this in your own style, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. And I actually shared a look at this figure, and I snuck it in. And I was curious to see how many of you noticed it, and a few of you did notice it, which was cool, and thought it was pretty neat. So happy to see that. But there's a little bit more that you may not have seen that was not in that image. First of all, now the Kamala and why this was done differently, I don't know. Kamala has two heads with two expressions. Aladdin has one head with two expressions. So on the other side of his head, the peg head, there's actually an additional expression. So I think this one, this one's more. Oh, this one's the slightly happier one, I think. It's hard for me to tell. It's so tiny. There's the other side is almost the same. One is more determined and a little more grittier, and then the other one is a little bit more. Here I can pull off maybe the hair here. There we go. Oh yeah, this one's a little more determined, I think. You can tell.
It's like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas.
And then we can throw on Aladdin's dreamy hair here. So he comes with this this bag. I was super stoked that we were able to add his satchel, which is you can take it off. It's actually an additional piece right here, which is really cool. He comes with his blaster. By the way, Aladdin has a different gun in each film that he uses. Actually, in the second film, there's two different guns that he uses, and then a different one in the third film. So this is kind of close to what his first what his gun looks like in the first film, but that's kind of a standard laser gun that you see with some minifigs, but it looks similar to Aladdin's gun. There is one more prop that Aladdin comes with that I thought you guys would think is cool, and that is Aladdin comes with this. This is a tracking light. And Aladdin, well, I don't want to give too much away how he gets this or what he uses it for. There's a couple different things in the movie that he uses this tracking light for. So we're going to put it in his hand here, and Aladdin can see, and there's also like a little tracker on top, but that is his tracking light. Isn't that rad? So if you want to see a better look, right now it's dark down here because we've got mood lighting. So here's a better look at the Aladdin figure, front and back. Totally looks like Eric Steele. You can see the tracking light here. Look at the detail on his vest. And by the way, you can't see it in here, but that print, that awesome, like the filigree print on his vest, and also the details on his pants, which were custom made by Betty Celesto. That print is on the sides as well, on the sides of the torso, on the sides of the legs. This really is a premium deluxe minifig, and you guys are going to get this. Everyone gets Aladdin. Everyone gets the Hong Kong Trooper, and it's going to be so fun because right from the get-go this spring, you are going to be able to play with these two figures. You can have the Hong Kong Trooper and Aladdin either fighting, or you can have them chase each other. The other cool thing that you can do, which I'm excited to play around with, is you could actually take the armor from the Hong Kong Trooper and you could put it on Aladdin's minifig. Like, isn't that rad? And you could leave like the helmet off, so like Aladdin's got his hair, or you could put the helmet on and the Hong Kong Trooper, the mask, the helmet actually opens up and you would see Aladdin's face on the inside instead of the standard Hong Kong Trooper, which is so much fun. There's a lot you can do. I mean, they're mini figs, right? But they're totally Lego size, so you can use them with Lego play sets. You can build your own like Aladdin 3477 sets from the film, or you can build the spaceships. You can build some of the props, and I just can't wait to see what you guys do with these minifigs. I got more to show, but I'm going to jump to the comments real quick. Let's see here. Where did we leave off? Who will sign the forehead first? All right. All right. So 20K, 15K, 8K, 5K. I'm not sure what this is in reference to. Maybe when the next thank you gift is, perhaps. Where do we send proof to? That's a great question, and I think Dave answered it. These are prices for A2, A3, A4, and A5. Anyone started? Anthony, I don't know what that's in reference to. 5K, maybe movie posters that are signed or something like that. I'm not sure. So David, who is doing the custom sketch of whichever Aladdin character you would like, which is awesome. You can find him on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. He's not hard to find, and it's a random drawing, but man, that is so cool. I love that. Have I received harsh criticism during production of the movie after the launch of the Kickstarter? If so, how did you handle it? It's a great question, Brittany. I have not. There was one person on YouTube. By the way, the Kickstarter video on YouTube, I think, has almost 70,000 views right now. It's blowing up really good. So I'm really excited to see what happens with the Kickstarter. There was one comment, and the person was very friendly about it, but just kind of was inquiring like, okay, if this takes place in India and in China, like I see a fair amount of Asian actors, but I don't really see a lot of Indian actors representing the Indian culture and Indian heritage. So that's a great question. And so we filmed this movie in Detroit, and we worked primarily with actors in the area. Detroit is actually a really big melting pot, and we do have a lot of Indian and Middle Eastern and Asian. We've got a really nice smorgasbord, an awesome melting pot here. But when we did our casting call, there weren't a lot, and in some cases, there were no authentic South Indian or South Asian Indian. We didn't get a lot of that. We did get a couple, and some of those fell through for various reasons. I really tried, and in fact, True story. I literally, both me and Lindsay, one of the producers, we would literally go up to people that we would see on the street, or if we were out in a restaurant and we would see someone that has a great look. No joke. We would go up to people and say, "Oh my gosh, you're going to think we're weird. We're actually making a movie. You've got this great look. Please, will you be in our movie?" And a lot of times people thought we were weird. Actually, the way we cast Vishal, who is the Sultan's aide, he is, you're going to see him in the first film. He has a much bigger part coming up in the second and third films. But he was someone that we were looking for, just the right. We definitely needed someone that was authentic Indian. And we were actually celebrating our director of photographer's birthday, Ghost, Alex Jacobson. And of all places, we were at Buffalo Wild Wings, getting some awesome wings. And our server at the time, he was Indian. He was a beautiful man.
Perfect.
And he was really funny, and he was charismatic. And at one point, I pulled him aside and I said, "Listen, you don't understand. You need to be in my film." And I think he thought, and I was like, "Listen, go to the website, please. You'll know that I'm not, joshing." I got his number, and I think he thought I was weird at first, but it turned out great. He ended up being in the film. He's awesome as Vishal. But true story, I did everything in my power not to make these films whitewashed. And I know on the surface, in some ways, it might seem that way. I honestly did the best that I could. The other thing to keep in mind too is that these films take place 1,500 years in the future. So right now, places like the US are melting pots where you see a lot of different cultures, and a lot of cultures are mixing to where a lot of us are just mutts and have a little bit of everything mixed in. 1,500 years in the future, that is only going to happen that much more. And you're going to see it a lot more in places like India and all throughout Asia, where the world is just going to be mutts all around. It's going to be rare, actually, that far in the future, that you would see someone that is just straight up authentic Asian or authentic Indian. That far in the future, that's a lot of generations. I think we're going to see more and more mutts. So anyway, so that's one thing I hope we don't get backlash for that, but great question. But there was only one, and he was super nice about it. And when I explained everything, he was so cool, and he thought my answers were great, and it made him more excited about the project that I did in fact really try to get some awesome ethnicity into it.
Well, you absolutely did, because if anyone ever doubts, you trying to make it diverse, like if you didn't care, I wouldn't have been in it as many times as I was.
Mm-hmm. Ted had to duck out. Awesome. Those look awesome. Thank you, Michael. Aaron GTV says, "Whoa, awesome with the DM. Very good. Awesome. Love the detail on the minifigs. Yeah, they are super, super cool. Oh, awesome. Those are MPAA prices. Actually, I should look at those again, just out of curiosity. So 20K, 15K, 8K, and 5K is the cost. All right. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy, the cost of that. But that's something that a distributor would cover the cost for those. The movie ratings. Yep. All right. So I wanted to be an extra. That's right, Michael. I think we just ran it. I really wanted to have you come out. I think we ran out of time, and it was just hard to schedule since you were out of state. But next one, we're gonna get you in for sure. Maybe we can figure something out with holograms or something like that. All right, the next thing I wanted to go over, I wanted to share with you guys a look at the standard Fiji minifig. Can't wait to share this with y'all. All right.
You see cross-dressing Eric?
Oh my gosh. See, these figures are so fun. There's so much cool. And look at this. This is what would this be? This would be androgynous Kamala, maybe.
Just look at, I mean,
Or just like, it's actually kind of, I actually like that outfit on Kamala. She looks like a pirate.
Yeah, like pirate Kamala.
That's cool. And then this is, you said cross-dressing Eric. All right. No judgment. It's Aladdin's femme side. Nothing wrong with that.
When he goes undercover.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to share with you guys. So last week we saw these two prototypes for the Fiji vinyl figures. There's actually 6 different ones. These are neither one of them. These are just prototypes, and they're both wrong. But I wanted to share with you guys tonight the standard Fiji, and then throughout this campaign, I'm going to be sharing most of the rest of the variants. But first, we have the standard Fiji, and here it is. This is Fiji in all his glory, and he's got awesome detail. The coloring is spot on. It's just so cool. I love this. There's the jetpack with the darkness. It's on the inside. Fiji just looks awesome. And the details, the recessed, he's got the buttons that are kind of recessed on there. I should probably open this up closer. If I go here. Whoops.
Look at that.
Isn't that fun? And I just love Fiji's tramp stamp, which is Japanese for add oil. That's actually a popular thing that they have on JDM cars, which stands for Japanese Direct Market. Can't believe I know that. Why do I know that? The incredible research. Aladdin 3477 logo on the bottom of Fiji. And I think James pointed out last week that if you turn them upside down and then flip them around like this, doesn't that actually look like another robot? That's cool. Love it. Fiji, super adorbs. So Fiji, you can take with you anywhere. You can put them on the dashboard of your car. You can have them hanging out at your desk. I actually, my girlfriend and I, Casey, for my birthday, she got me a cruise. And we're going to be going on a cruise in April. We are going to be touring the Mediterranean, and we're going to be going all over. But I think what I have to do, just had a freeze here. I think what I have to do, I'm going to bring this Fiji with me, and I'm going to have Fiji visit all of these like we're going to Rome and Spain, and we're going to France and Barcelona. And I want to take Fiji sightseeing with me because he'll just fit in my little shoulder bag. And I'll have my little friend with me throughout the travels. We're definitely going to have, once you guys have these, we're definitely going to have contests for the most creative photos that you can take with Fiji and having Fiji hanging out. I don't know what we're going to do yet for Fiji Fridays, but at some point we're going to get Fiji Fridays started. And every Friday, the best something tagged Fiji Friday will win a prize or something like that. We'll do something fun. If you guys have ideas, let me know what we can do for Fiji Friday. I'm going to throw Fiji up here so we can get him spinning around. And just looks so cool. Cool color. Right now, Fiji is lit by candlelight. Not sure why. Maybe we'll tone that down a little bit. Let's go the other way. So I hope you guys dig it. Christy says, James. Aaron G says, dude, the Fiji robot turned out amazing. Yeah, I love it. I think it's so cool. Boss level figure night. DTE, remind me, we had a name for like if there was Final Fiji would be like either the name of a movie or a final level with Fiji. Love that. Oh my gosh. I want a cereal called Fiji O's, just like 3POs
We
back in the
literally
90s.
thought of that like one day sitting in the green room.
Fiji
Like,
O's?
we had a whole thing on Fiji O's. Ask John Rick.
I had the thing I came up with is if there's some kind of fudge, it could be Fiji fudge. I thought that would be fun. Fiji's favorite dances. What is? Oh, probably electrolude, the electrolude dance. But what is Fiji's favorite dance? Imagine a Fiji cake. Layer cake. Ooh, gosh. The possibilities. John, you're so clever. What's Fiji's favorite dance? The robot. So funny. That's great. All right, we got more stuff to go over, and I am going to move this right along. We've got Fiji rocking out here. The next thing I wanted to talk about, a couple things on the Kickstarter, and then I need your help. We're going to talk about the trailer, so stick around. There is more to chat about with the trailer. Cannot wait. First thing, though, that I wanted to bring to your attention is the executive producer. It's the top tier for the Kickstarter. It's sold out. They're all gone.
What?
If you didn't get the Kickstarter, if you didn't get the executive producer ultimate red carpet experience, it's too late. They're all gone. But there is something you can do. If the big thing that you really wanted was to see the film before anyone else, but you didn't want to spend maybe just $1,000 for all of that, and all of this was too much, and you really just wanted to see the film, you didn't need all the swag boxes and everything, there is one thing that you can do. There is a brand new add-on that I have put in called the Red Carpet Experience, and it's open to any backers. Once you've gotten at least the first swag box or higher, you can select this as an add-on. Now, it's still a little bit pricey, and I can pull it up right here. Here it is right here. It is the Red Carpet Experience with me. This is an add-on you can put on any reward. So even if you're getting the first swag box for $45, you're going to get all of that sent to you this spring. Now, this is $500, but this is a lot cheaper than if you would have paid the full $1,000. But this does not come, it doesn't come with any of the other swag boxes, and it doesn't come with any of the other rewards listed in the executive producer tier. So you're not getting the IMDb credit for executive producer. You're not getting the magnets. You're not getting the 2 t-shirts that are rare, the previously only available to cast and crew. You're not getting the concept art. There's something else you're not getting that I'm forgetting, but other than that, the experience will be the same. Executive producers get to see the film first, then it'll roll over to my Red Carpet Experience backers. You will get special thanks on IMDb, and I want to thank, I believe it was Justin who came up with the idea for that. Brilliant idea. That way you are getting on IMDb, and it is super appreciated, so that's why it'll be special thanks. But I need to save for those of you that backed at the executive producer level. I need to save some things that make it even more special for you guys. But this way more people can see it after you, and this just helps all of the campaign. It helps everything. So consider that. A couple things to consider. Like, I talked to someone last night. I was at a party where there was someone that wanted the screening and backed it, and they're doing this Red Carpet Experience. But what they did, because I mean, $500 is still pricey. You get to bring your +1, of course, but this person had a friend that also wanted to see the film. So what they did is they banded together. Hey, let's just pay for this together. So they're kind of each other's +1, and it's half the price. If that's what you want to do, I mean, gosh, that's a great way to do it. Absolutely. I would encourage that for sure. It's a great way to see it before anyone else. So awesome. Another great dance for Fiji, Anthony says, is the electric slide. Love it. So anyway, so be sure to check out the red carpet experience, consider adding that to your your pledge. You can always go to, if you've already backed Kickstarter, you can go to manage your pledge and you can add that on, and you can manage your, like maybe you had a little bit higher one and you really want this reward, but maybe it's too much to add this to everything you have. When you go to manage your pledge, you can select a different reward tier and then you can add this to it. And then you can also go and cherry pick some of the other rewards that maybe moving to a smaller tier you didn't get. So it's very customizable, and Kickstarter is actually really good for letting you kind of constantly update and change things around to make the rewards right for exactly what you are looking for. All right. A couple more things I want to go over, and then we're going to talk about the trailer that is coming soon. First of all, this week also, we added a draw this in your style. And for those of you artists out there, you guys already know what this is. So I produced this Aladdin artwork, Eric Steele, who portrays Aladdin, and I illustrated this with acrylics and color pencils, but I want to see this in your style. So whatever you guys use, if you guys use Procreate, or if you guys use watercolor, or if you guys simply draw in pencil, whatever it is that you guys create your art and do your style, I would love to see your rendition of Aladdin from Aladdin 3477. Make sure you're using the hashtag, what is the hashtag? Aladdin, which is ALADDIN 3477 DTIYS, for draw this in your style. If you go to my Instagram, there's a couple more reference photos of Eric Steele portraying Aladdin, so you can kind of get a sense of his outfit. As well, there is a video that kind of talks all about this that you can see on my YouTube channel. So check that out as well. It looks like this, the thumbnail for the draw this in your style. You'll see it on my YouTube channel.
I've already got a couple of submissions too.
We got a couple submissions, not many though, and I know some of you are busy and it might take a little while, but I can't wait to see what you guys do. Show me what you got. I want to see Aladdin in your style with the media that you use. All right. So here's what I want to talk about now. The trailer is coming out this week. The trailer comes out Tuesday morning, but I need your help. And there's something I want you guys to do before you actually see the trailer. Here's what I want you to do. Take a sip of your drink. This is the first trailer for anything Aladdin 3477. There's 3 films. There's going to be more trailers. This is the first one for the first film. This is kind of a big deal. For me, it's a very big deal. And hopefully, if you're stoked about this, or if you were a part of this, this is monumental. This is a moment, and you will only get the first time you saw the first trailer for Aladdin 3477. You'll only get that moment once, and then it's gone, and you'll never get that moment back again. You can watch the trailer. The trailer is awesome. I know you're all going to want to watch it more than once. It's a lot of fun. You're going to want to watch it again and again, but you'll only get that first moment experience. Here's what I would love, and I'm begging you guys to do. I think this would be so great. You guys have probably seen online before people posting reaction videos to trailers. And often what you'll see people, they'll have a laptop set up in front of them, and then they'll set up their phone camera behind. They'll record themselves. They'll hit record on their camera. It looks like we got lost for a second. They'll hit record on their camera, on their phone, and then they'll play the trailer, and then they're just watching it. And you see a lot of like, oh my gosh, what? And you'll see like, what? Like what? You know, but it's an honest reaction. And it's so cool because there's things maybe that you liked seeing. There might be some things where it's like a head scratcher, like what was that shot all about? And then there might be things that just completely throw you, that like jaw to the floor, or things that make you laugh, or things that you might be like, oh my gosh. Regardless of what it is, I would love to see honest reactions. I think everyone here would love to see honest reactions. This doesn't take a lot of setup. Obviously, you're going to have to set up your laptop. You're going to have to get it ready. Maybe the night before. Tuesday morning is when this is going to drop. So tomorrow you can get your laptop ready. If you might need to prop your phone on something, or maybe you have a little tripod you can put your phone on, or a shelf or something like that. But listen, this is going to be great. And I know now you might be like, I don't need to do that. Why would I do this? I don't need to do this. But I'm telling you, especially for those of you involved with Aladdin 3477, or if you're already like a big fan, years from now, how great will it be when you have a recording, this captured moment, the first time you saw. I mean, we've seen the Kickstarter, and I'm proud of the Kickstarter. Everyone thinks it looks great. It's cool, but it's not the trailer, and the trailer is off the hook, and I cannot wait to see your honest reaction. Please, I am begging you, make a trailer reaction video. And then if you don't post it, or you're like, I don't like the way I look or something, then you don't post it. But try, at least try. For me, I think it'll be cool, and it would be, oh my gosh, I would love to share a bunch of them. And maybe you've got some creative ideas that you can do, knowing that you're going to be watching the trailer for the first time for Aladdin. Like maybe you're wearing a little Aladdin fez, or you've got popcorn, while you're eating it, or I don't know, whatever. And honest, I mean, you can go over the top with it if you want, and those are fun to watch too. But also just straight up honest reactions. I would love to see your honest reaction. So the sky's the limit, however you want to do this. There's lots of creative things you can do. But if you were to do that and then share those videos on YouTube, on Facebook, that would be amazing for me. And I know for the rest of cast and crew, we would love to see trailer reactions. I would love to see cast and crew trailer reactions. I think, oh my gosh, we definitely have to get Eric to do this, and Christy to do this, and Aaron G to do this, and Lindsay to do this, and James to do this. Like, it's going to be so great having, because I've even seen trailer reactions, I think, from the cast of like the Thor movie, and some of the Marvel movies. Sometimes they'll grab the actors and have them watch the trailer for the first time. And it's really cool for them because they were there filming it, but they never really saw what everything looks like with the finished effects and everything. So definitely a reaction video. Please, please, please help us out. Make a trailer reaction video. Can't wait. Share it. I might have a hashtag or something tomorrow. Also share the video on the actual YouTube channel. Like, leave in the comments, leave a link to your reaction video so everyone can see it in the comments. And I can't wait. But it's the kind of thing where you might not think it's a big deal now. You're going to love that you have this, especially years down the road, that you can go back to the very first time you saw the first trailer for Aladdin 3477. So it'll be great. You guys have to do that. Let's see what's emphasis on. So Dave Todd said emphasis on cast and crew. It's lit. Yeah, it's cool. So definitely you guys will want to do this. Try, but I have to do it as a second reaction. No, first reaction. We want to see the first. Because you'll be in the office on Tuesday. All right. Although that would be, and I know, Christy, where you work, you can't do this, but how great would it be to see the Princess of India in office attire watching the trailer with like an office behind her and stuff?
In the office, Christy.
In the office, that would be amazing.
Do the video in the office.
Yeah, I realize she can't do that at where she works, but that would be amazing. Let's see. I'm currently doing the draw this in your own style of Aladdin, Fiji, and Kita with watercolor, ink, color pencil, and marker. Awesome. Ooh. In the same style of my storyboard samples. Oh, Brittany, that sounds amazing. Can't wait to see it. Dave's back, and awesome. Very cool. So trailer reactions, please. Cannot wait to see your trailer reactions. Now, the final thing that I wanted to go over today, so that's coming Tuesday. That's dropping Tuesday. There's something else kind of amazing that's dropping on Thursday. I don't want to talk about what it is because I want you guys to focus on the trailer first. And then there's something else cool that's happening on Thursday. So just know that something else is coming. I need your help. So when you're releasing any video on YouTube, you have to make what's called a thumbnail photo. It's basically the main image. Essentially, it's not a movie poster long like this, but it's basically a movie poster for your video. And it's a way that when people are browsing through YouTube and they discover new things, sometimes it's just that little margin on the side. Sometimes they're scrolling through a sea of videos. That little thumbnail is very important because it catches attention, and it's the make it or break it. Are people going to click on this video, or are they going to keep scrolling? It's got to be important. So the one that I did for the Aladdin Kickstarter is very effective. It's been awesome. It's Aladdin looking off the horizon of the Hong Kong future cityscape, and it's got the Aladdin logo in the middle. It's also the main Kickstarter image. That's done really well on YouTube. Like I said, we've already got, I believe, almost 70,000 views on YouTube. So it's off the charts. It's doing great. So now we need our trailer to be as good, if not better than that. So I have 9 images that I have whipped up here, and I didn't have time to put numbers on each of these. So as we go through, we're just going to call out the numbers. I want to show you these 9 images, and I want your help choosing the best or the best 2, because I also have a, most people are going to see it on my channel because I have more subscribers, but the Aladdin 3477 channel on YouTube, and please subscribe to it if you haven't already, because I think I only have like 39 subscribers. So please subscribe to that.
What?
But what's that?
You as Matt Bush, or
no, I have almost 10,000.
That's what I thought.
But I have another channel specifically for Aladdin 3477 that only has 39 because I just started it. So I need some more subscribers there. So I'll also be posting the trailer there. So I basically need 2 of these, but I need a best one and I need a second best one.
Look at Christie's elegance.
Yeah, yeah. Christy says, how do you split screen to see trailer and your reaction? Or is that what you're asking for, just reaction? That's a great question. If you know how to do that and you have software, like Eric Steele might have software where he can actually play the video at the same time. People also do funny things where they'll show a video of what someone's watching, and then they'll just put footage of Matthew McConaughey in that Interstellar movie where in the movie he's watching his family, and now his family's all dead and they're like 100 years older than him, and he's just like and like he's like just, it's an incredible performance, but people will take that footage and make it look like he's watching, like, you know, I don't know,
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, like a really bad ending on a TV show where the show was just ruined or something like that. The How I Met Your Mother ending or something like that. Anyway,
I don't talk about that ending either.
Yeah. So, so there's ways you can do it, or what you could do, you could, James, can you show, like, come around here, like me watching this laptop, what that would look like? So what you could do, Christy, you could do something like this. Maybe pull back a little bit so you can like see the, so you could do something where you film yourself like this, maybe a little closer to the camera where you're watching, and it would look like, oh my gosh, no way, what? Like, oh, that's so cool. And like, oh my gosh, what? Popcorn goes flying through the air, right? So you could, I meant to do this so you can actually see what I'm saying here. Pop this over here. So where you're watching, I mean, you want to have it so your face is nice and large and you're up close. So you don't need to see as much of the laptop, but just something like this where you can just like, oh my gosh, give your honest reaction and head scratchers and all that. Lots of ways that you can do it. We're having technical difficulties over here. Don't mind us.
Oh, did you charge this thing?
I did, but it may be not enough. Is it already dead? If it's dead, all right, we're gonna have to go handheld. Handheld then. Yes, absolutely. Here, I can help you take that off. We'll just do this, and then you should be good to go with that. All right. So I want to go through these. If you guys can help me choose, there's 9 of them. And dude, you're going to want to hold on to this because this Yankee, this is turning green like crazy. So you're still going to have to hold that, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. This is number 1. So I really like this. This is obviously Princess Kamala. She looks great here. This is a still from the movie. And in addition to, having the Princess of India, I mean, let's be honest, people are more likely to click on an image if it has a beautiful woman in it. Not just guys,
I can attest to that.
girls do as well. They for different reasons. That's just that's how the world works. Hate the game, not the player. But something to consider. So this isn't as colorful maybe as I would like, but this does look professional. I think it looks good. This is number 1. I'm going to roll through these a couple times. So once you kind of see all of these and attribute numbers to them, I would love you guys to chime in and let me know what your favorite is and maybe what your second favorite is. So this is number 1. Number 2. I do like the color. This stands out. This is also a still from the movie, and it's kind of zoomed in, so it maybe looks a little, now that I'm looking at it here, of course, it could be just the PDF that we're looking at that I'm kind of rolling through. It looks a little blurry. Of course, it would be a lot smaller than this, so it wouldn't be that blurry. But there's number 2. Oh my gosh, look at the comments we just got. New AI, 84%. Will find a girl for you. Oh, that's not coming up to everyone, but if anyone's on YouTube, it's hilarious. All right. So anyway, okay, this is, oh, by the way, we're probably getting into some spoiler material. Some of these shots are shots you're going to see in the trailer. Some of these are shots you're not even going to see in the trailer, but I really just wanted to show cool things that make people say, I need to see what this is and click on it. So I do. David just popped in and said, "Sounds like you need a moderator." I do. I do need a moderator. I need to jump on that and figure that out. The tough thing is, I need a moderator for all of StreamYard. If I get a moderator on YouTube, that's great for YouTube, but it doesn't also handle Facebook at the same time. So I need to get through StreamYard and see if I can figure out how that works. Anyway, here is a sky sail in flight. I think, and some people might see this and kind of dig the sci-fi of it and this vehicle they've never seen before. And then they read the name Aladdin and they need to know more. They check it out, perhaps. This one, Lochan Shyamalan, who doesn't like clearly a villain, and it's nice and red. It stands out. So this might be something that people would think is cool, that they would want to click on and see what the actual trailer is if they've never heard of this before. And I need you guys to also try to put yourself in the mindset. You've already seen the Kickstarter video and you've seen some of my other videos where you're starting to become familiar with some of the characters and what this looks like and some of the locations and stuff. But the way I want you guys to choose this is pretend you haven't seen anything. You know nothing about this. You don't know who I am. You don't know what Aladdin 3477 is. Pretend you're looking at this for the first time. You know nothing about it. Which one of these would you be most likely to click on? This is the Darshana Shayalaja. Really cool character. Again, spoiler, you saw this character close up. I think a side view of the face in the Kickstarter video. But you're going to see more of the Darshana in the trailer. So sorry, spoiler. This one, I feel like it's a really cool thumb up close. From far away, this might be hard to read because the colors in the image are very close to the colors in the logo. I'm not sure about that one. Again, the lovely Princess Kamala. I dig the colors in that one. Then one of the things I really like about this one is it also is familiar Aladdin colors. So Aladdin is like gold and yellow and warm colors, a hint of teal and purple. So, and while these movies aren't exactly, in fact, they're absolutely not like the Disney version, there are elements that it borrows from the original tale. And there are some things like it is an adventure. The Disney one's an adventure. There is comedy. There's obviously comedy in the Disney version, and there's a princess. There's Aladdin, you know, who's kind of a scoundrel. So there are familiar elements, and there are a lot of people that's their only familiarity with Aladdin. So this is kind of a way to transition into the new Aladdin. So food for thought, might be pretty good. Um, this was one of the teaser posters, but again, the heart of this, as people's first introduction, is Aladdin and his sidekick robot. So this one I feel like is easy to read, kind of stands out. Hopefully, would make people click. Another Princess Kamala. This one I tried to show a little bit. You know, it's easy to read, but like one side of this is kind of like the Taj Mahal and it's all perfect and, you know, glamorous. And it's kind of transitioning to the other side of the world that's a little bit more gritty, but also like kind of historical and ancient temple and mystery and mysticism, perhaps. Um, and then we've got Aladdin, and this one is kind of just a quick Photoshop comp that I'm not that happy with, but this isn't far off from the quality you would actually see on a big budget feature film, where a lot of times they're just slapping this stuff together and putting it out there, and people click anyway, and a lot of people don't care about the quality of how it was put together. Again, Aladdin in Fiji. There's a futuristic firearm that suggests action. Um, so there you have it. So I'm curious. Let's go through these now that you have seen them all. This is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go through these again one more time. And then I want you guys to post in the comments, what is your favorite one or what is your favorite two of all of these in order? What's your favorite, most favorite? And then if you had a second favorite, which one is that? Because I do need a thumbnail for the um, Aladdin 3477 YouTube. All right. So once again, this is number 1. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. Run through them again. Start back at the beginning. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9. All right. I got some people chiming in. It's like having an eye. John says it's like having an eye appointment. Yeah. Do this side or this side? Is this better or is this better? All right, let's go through some of these and see what you guys are saying. Justin says 3, 7, 9 first, then 4 or 5. I don't know. I like them all. 6 I mentioned, right? Let's look at the first 3 that you mentioned. So just to kind of go through some of these. So 3, 7, and 9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 is very interesting. 4, 5, 6, 7. And 9. Cool. Going for more sci-fi and adventure. I can dig that. Here we've got 5 is the clear winner. It's not even close. At a thumbnail size, the blue makes you click and see the contrast. So let's see. This was 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, the blue makes you click on the, so okay, the blue face. All right, I can see that. I can take this off here.
At least that was the one I would have guessed the least.
Yeah, for me, it's harder to read. I would think more for it would be clearer to see this one, although that one's probably, I don't like that one as much as maybe this one, I think is maybe a little more interesting. Of course, this one's weird too, because how Aladdin is covering, or the logo is covering part of Aladdin and covering part of Fiji. I don't know that I'm crazy about that, but making the logo even smaller.
It's just covering the scarf. It's a non-consequential part of them.
It's tough. And, I could make them bigger, making more room to put the logo in the middle. But if I do that, if everything gets bigger, you'll lose the lamps at the bottom. You kind of lose the lamps anyway, but then it might be weird if all you see is Aladdin on one side looking down at something. You don't even know what he's looking at. And then Fiji's on the other side, and they're just standing with the logo in the middle. That,
as long as it's not covering his face or any intricate part of his outfit, I think since it's just covering the white, it's pretty safe.
Justin says 5, then 7. I need to go back. I should have numbered these. I'm so sorry. I was running out of time today. Bad Matt, and I just didn't have time. So 5, then 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Interesting. Chrissy says, I would say 1, 6, or 8, but I think 7. And then this one obviously is 7. And I don't discredit what Christy says about the other ones, because I gotta say, a huge percent of both men and women would click on this. I don't know if I like the composition of this one as much. It doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like this one looks like more like a soap opera a little bit, the way this is laid out.
Definitely a thumbnail type photo.
But this one I like.
It's got the waifu tags.
And then this one, it's not as like crazy dynamic and colorful and stuff, but to me this looks legit. Like this looks like a real trailer from a film coming out from Universal Pictures. To me, this is just I feel like this looks like something legit. I don't know that it means that I think everyone would click on it, but I just think it I think it landed pretty good. 5 is my favorite, with 7 being my second favorite. All right, so that goes back to, let's see, 4, 5. Okay. 7 being second. All right. 5. All right, even when they're small, even if this was small. So like, let's see if I can do this here. If I go here, if I were to change, can I change? If it's smaller like that, that's still easy to read. The Aladdin, or can I, if I do this, can I move this here or there? No, I can't. What does that do? Oh, that just puts that down there. Sorry, still playing around, still trying to figure this out. All right. 5. 3 and 9. So if this is 5, take this off real quick. 3. Going more for the adventure. All right. Eye appointment. 5 is sweet. Everyone's digging the Darshana Shailaja. And not just second, but first. Whoops. All right. First 9, then 5, then 7. All right. So 9, 5, 7. 8, 9, and 1. There's 8, 9. Whoops. And 1. 4 and 5. 4. 5. Aladdin's smaller here, but it's definitely easier to read. A lot of people like villains and robots, and what is this? I mean, a lot of people can probably guess. But this doesn't show Aladdin or the princess, but it does have the word Aladdin in it, so a lot of fans could probably guess, is this the Aladdin I'm thinking it is? Maybe that alone would be enough to get the Aladdin fans to click on it, perhaps. Let's see here. 4 and 8, DTE. So this is 4. Whoops. This is 8. 3, because people already know Aladdin and it answers the future. Oh, I like the way you think. I mean, yeah, there's your magic carpet right there. Interesting. Very interesting. Like 4 as well, which obviously Lochan Shyamalan. Second to last, too cheesy. No offense to the princess. I would agree, as much as I do like this. And it's a great photo of her. I think just in the context of this thumbnail, and I think it's the way that I rendered it. I think I would agree, Camilla, that the way that it softly transitions from like this temple texture to the shot of the princess, and especially that it's the official trailer for like this huge bombastic adventure movie. It just feels a little bit different than what the movie is, and there's something about this that does feel a little bit it's just a different feel than what the movies are, and it almost feels like a soap opera to me or something like that. It's just a little it's not exactly what the films are. So I would agree with that. 3, 4, and 7 says Rachel. Hopefully, hope you're watching with Wolfie. Let's take a look. So 3, awesome. 4, awesome. And 7, very nice.
It's pretty much my vote on that too.
Christy is gorgeous. Absolutely. Anything featuring the princess, says John. I know that if I didn't know anything at all, I would have to click on a link that had 5 that said Aladdin, because my mind would have to know. Oh, all right. So if you saw this, like, the image is already interesting, and the fact that it says Aladdin, even though you don't see Aladdin, makes you wonder, what is that? Is this Aladdin? Like, what? I don't know. It looks like a Shiva kind of thing. Interesting. All right. These are great. Really, really helpful. I would say, gosh, I'm going to have to do the math on this. I think 5 got the most. And this is not my favorite, but I feel like I have to take myself out of this, because there's what I think. But it doesn't really matter what I think. I'm not the one that's going to be clicking on this. It's the rest of the world. So if you guys really are voting for this. I'll have to do the math and see what the number 2 is. But James, the people have spoken. The people have spoken. Those of you that are not watching this live, and if you are watching this like tomorrow or something like that, feel free to chime in and let me know what your thoughts are on this thumbnail, what you think is the best one. All right. So I want to have a quick recap again for those of you that maybe came in late. I want to share some stuff with you. First of all, here we've just changed them a little bit, but here is the cross-dressing Aladdin, and here is the pirate Princess Kamala. But we unveiled the Aladdin minifig, and Aladdin, of course, comes with his cool satchel, and he comes with this cool tracking light where he can kind of find things and navigate his way through corridors or cave tunnels. We also unveiled the adorable Fiji designer toy, and I can't wait. I'm actually going to be, I'm going to have a vacation about a month after the Kickstarter wraps. I'm going to need this vacation, but going on a Mediterranean cruise, and I am going to take Fiji with me, and I can't wait to have Fiji travel the world with me and Casey, and we're going to take a bunch of photos of Fiji around the world. But also some things that I wanted to run by you guys really quick. Don't forget Aladdin, draw this in your style. I want to see what you guys got, and I know these things take time, but I'm really anxious to see how you guys handle this character. Again, check out my Instagram. I have a bunch of reference photos of what Aladdin looks like, his costume, a couple more images of Fiji, and there's also a video talking about draw this in your style with this image on YouTube. So check that out as well. We talked about the red carpet experience because the executive producer ultimate red carpet experience is sold out. You're too late. There's no way to get it. Sorry, you didn't jump quick enough. But there is a slightly lesser version. The experience is going to be the same, which is awesome, but you don't get the IMDb credit as executive producer or any of the rewards that came with that specific rewards tier. You're still going to get a ton of stuff, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be off the hook, a lot of fun. We took a look. Don't forget, anyone who backs the project, if you haven't backed yet, as soon as you back at the first swag box tier, which is the first one that you can back, if you back the project at that tier or anything higher, you are getting this Hong Kong minifig for free. And in an upcoming video, we're going to detail this figure, and we're going to take an up close and personal look at it. Also, the Aladdin movie poster was dropped. You can get signed versions. There's all kinds of ways to do this. Check out the Kickstarter to see which rewards tiers, and there are ways to get it as an add-on. Of course, we got the Kickstarter project we love. Everything has been great. Last week was a little bit of a plateau. We are not moving as quickly now as I had hoped. Of course, it's just kind of the nature of everything. So please continue to tell people, especially telling people directly. If you share blindly and randomly on your social media, that's helpful, but a lot of people don't see it. And the people that you want to see it might not see it. So if you can directly contact your friends, either email, DM, or shooting them a text even, give them a link to the Kickstarter and say, man, this has your name written all over it. You're going to love it because of the martial arts, or maybe they're into robots, or maybe they're into all things Asia and India, or maybe they're into independent film. Maybe they're really into Aladdin. Maybe they're into kit bashing and robots, whatever it is that they're into. Send them a direct link and say, hey, I know you love blank. You need to check out this project, and share it with your friends. Let them know. The bigger this gets, the better your rewards are going to be, the more quality, the more thank you gifts I'm going to throw in for free. It really just helps everything and makes everything that much more awesome. This is so exciting. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. The last thing I wanted to say is, don't forget, the trailer comes out Tuesday. Please, 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 I want to see your trailer reaction you only get this moment once. I would love to see your reaction to the very first trailer for the very first Aladdin 3477 film. You only get this once. I want to see your trailer reaction. You can be creative with it. For those of you that do video and know how to actually have a thumbnail in the bottom where you can watch what you're watching at the same time you're watching it and then see your reaction, like that's amazing. That's awesome. Or if it's just a trailer reaction where you can hear it coming from your laptop or your PC and you've got the camera on you and all we see is your face, that's fine too. Honest reactions are great. Creative reactions are great. But let's stir things up a little bit with the internet and show some honest reactions. I can't wait to see what you got. The trailer is awesome. I cannot wait for you to see it. It drops in less than 24 hours, Tuesday. Thank you so much, James. Do you have anything to say? I'm sorry, I've been on fire and I haven't been asking your opinion on the matter. But what are your thoughts? On the trailer, on all of this?
Well, I haven't seen the trailer, so yeah, that one's yours. But I can only imagine it's going to be awesome. There's the thumbnails. I mean,
what was your vote on the thumbnails?
Well, just from scrolling a lot of thumbnails, I'd say, in my opinion, 4 just has that. I've just been getting off of binging Star Wars Rebels again. So quite frankly, we're going through the Inquisitorius. So a lot of black and red, a lot of masks and helms and elaborate armor. This jumped out and spoke to me for that purpose there. Because like you said, villainy and like it's always more fun to play the villain in my perspective, at least.
Yeah.
But then 6, you're right. You know, when you scroll through, you're like, oh, intriguing. Just for all the different marketable reasons I could list, but well,
and I think a lot of people are interested in. A lot of people are big Jasmine fans, and I think a lot of people would want to see what does the new Jasmine look like, and I think a lot of people would be interested in that alone. It's tough. It's really tough. Oh my gosh.
Maybe second film trailer, that could be a good thumbnail.
Yeah.
For like the second movie.
Yeah. Well, we'll have some more to choose from for sure for the for upcoming trailers and everything.
But because it's Aladdin 3477, 7 was also a good option because it has Aladdin and Fiji in it. But then 3, Sky Sail, Cityscape. I mean, that's just, we've been on such a futuristic, like cyberpunk type venture lately, even the past few years. And I just love looking off of grand environmental landscape. So that just combines all of it. It's bright. It's
you should be on camera, James, as you're describing this.
Oh, well, not a whole lot to really cover other than that.
We're frozen again. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand why we're having technical difficulties today. There we go. Whoops.
Well, but no, all of you raised a lot of good points as to why 5 would be a solid one. I felt that the logo kind of got washed out by the background of that, similar to how I almost felt about 1. But the blue does kind of catch your eye and draw you in there, and it is probably one of the more,
having lots of trouble today.
It's more, and the Darshana is obviously one of the more elaborate characters Matt's built. But well, Matt will go ahead and tally through and go through all the different votes there, but I really feel like 5 was the front runner on that one. So
that's what most people said, for sure.
But like Matt said, it's not about what he or I would think of in the mindset of a filmmaker or just a personal preference. It's what all of you are going to go through and mindlessly scroll through YouTube until you find, what's that?
Yeah. But any of you watching this video later or tomorrow, if you're not watching this live, chime in, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. If you guys agree 5, or if you've got other thoughts. Some really good points. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. All right. Please and thank you. Trailer reaction videos. The trailer drops on Tuesday. What? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I hope you guys dig it. I can tell you that if you like the Kickstarter video, you're definitely going to love the trailer. The first trailer ever for an Aladdin 3477 film. I can tell you this too. A lot of you might be wondering, because it's so vast and there's so much in it. I can tell you that the trailer is just under 2.5 minutes. There's so much, but a lot of you might be thinking, well, is this a trailer for like the entire trilogy? No, I won't be releasing any shots from the second or third films until we get close to actually promoting the second and third films. Most of what you see in this trailer is in the first half. Actually, most of it is in the first third, because I don't want to get into spoilers too much. And I'm really concerned about the experience. I want the experience of seeing the film. Too many times we see a trailer that's amazing, but then when you watch the movie, it's like, oh, I feel like I've kind of already seen the whole movie, or I really knew where it was going. I really,
Men in Black 3.
a lot of people, they say it's predictable. Man, the movie was predictable. Maybe the movie wasn't predictable, but maybe the company that put out the trailer and just spoiled the whole thing after seeing the trailer, now the movie's predictable. You know what I'm saying? So I really tried to put the trailer in a way where it looks intriguing, like, wow, I really need to see this, but hopefully it doesn't spoil anything. And I tried to make a trailer that, instead of ruining the experience, enhances the experience. And so most of what you see is in the first third, maybe the first half. There are only a couple shots that actually dip into the second half. And if they do, it's not anything spoiler related. Just a couple shots that just kind of fill the scope of what you are going to see in this film. And just real quick, there's so much more that isn't in the trailer. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Oh my gosh, trailer reactions, please. James, are you going to do a trailer reaction?
Well, now I have to.
You better. You better. Absolutely. All right. That's all I got today. Thank you guys so much. Let me she is gorgeous. Anything? Oh, we got new comments, and I didn't even know. Let me go through comments really quick, and then I will let you guys go. All right. If I know anything at all, I would have to click. Okay, we got this. 7 and 9. Let me go through some of these again. 7. So this is 7 and 9. All right.
The kanji wall.
Back to cool. Yeah. Back to Aladdin and Fiji. 5 stands out. Feels new and intriguing. All right. I can dig that. Wait till you see the Darshana Shailaja moving, like in movement, is really cool. I would just have to know what it was. All right. Yeah, what makes it great, you don't need to read the thumbnail. You just want people to click it and the trailer starts. You need people to click it. 5 is like nothing you see nowadays. Cool with the face in the wall. Cool with the face in the wall.
That one.
Oh, this one? Okay.
If I was a betting man.
Because there is nothing in my mind that connects the dots to the world of Aladdin and a blue-faced android. I would have to click on it. I like the way you think, Aaron. Kamala, I couldn't agree more. It does feel, or Camilla, sorry. It does feel intriguing. Hey, Greg, what's going on? Let's see. The face is beautiful, and the blue stands out from the sand tones. So in a thumbnail, you will see the face. It instantly feels like, oh, gotcha. Okay, that's for number 5. So we're talking about this one here. Yeah, the blue is like a nice, it's harmony, right? Very nice. Yep. And 5. Camilla, you're dead on the money. Teen porn. Okay. Maybe that's what, Greg is referring to this one, just kind of as a teen. I can see that. This looks like a teen slumber party, something or other. I don't know. Sorry, but it looks boring. Wouldn't pull me in. Looks like a love drama. Yeah, it's a little like soap opera-ish a little bit, just the way it came out.
That was no, was that not part of the point? But
Soap opera?
well,
More of a it just, sometimes you put a thumbnail together. Like I was saying, this is not the best one. And this isn't great. Like this isn't great by any stretch, but for some reason, when I look at this one, it looks not that it looks professional and great, but this looks like something I would see on YouTube put out by Universal or Sony Pictures. This just looks like a thumbnail for an upcoming movie. It looks big budget. Maybe that's the depth of the field, with the camera and everything. This looks, maybe this doesn't draw in enough attention because there isn't enough going on in the background. The colors aren't vivid, but this looks professional, or to me, I guess. This looks like a big studio, for better or worse.
it looks like it would go on a good glossy print.
But this, even though this has better colors, it's more dynamic. This, for some reason, feels a little more C-rated than A-list to me. This feels a little more, and it's nothing to do with Christy. It has everything to do with my design and kind of throwing these together last minute over the weekend, trying to get these together. I think this one just wasn't as solid, but this is why I like to do a bunch. I don't want to just do one and say, okay, good enough. I always have to do a bunch and pick the best one. All right. So it looks very Cloud City. Ooh, which one? Maybe
Probably 3.
3. Okay. And maybe like this one kind of looks like Cloud City, maybe. You're saying 3 looks like, okay. Very Bespin. Same here. Greg likes 5. Yes. It's even better. Yeah. Because it's small, the face will stand out in an image. Yep, it's harmony, and it's that blue does stand out. You guys are selling me. I mean, you guys voted on it, so it's already like kind of what it has to be because you guys all voted on it. But now that you guys are talking about it, I'm starting to see why you like it the best. Yep, it would totally click it small. I don't know that I would even read the text. I would see what the blue face was, and I would start the trailer and learn more. All right. Plus the title will be blown the box, so they will read the title on the video. Yeah, so the title being on a thumbnail won't matter as much in the image. Yep. Below. In the year 3477. Gorgeous outfit she has. Love the details on the top. Yeah, that was put together by Betty Celesto and Lindsay. Sewed the costume together. I had some rough drawings, but then I think honestly, even Christy, who plays the princess, she had some ideas actually for that top and having it super detailed with all of the jewels and stuff. And I think that actually spawned some of the direction with it and how we did that. Yeah, in the thumbnail, that blue robot face is going to make people click. All right, you guys are selling me.
Hope so.
I think with the princess or characters people don't know will confuse potential viewers if Aladdin with Kamala maybe, but you have to acknowledge the future aspect. You know what? You bring up a great point. And one of the things you have to be careful with in independent film is a lot of times when people make independent films and they make trailers, they make the mistake if they have no-name actors or even if they have C-list actors and they make a huge deal out of the actors that are in it when no one knows who they are. So if you have a trailer and let's just say, I'm just making up a name, Joe Schmackalack, and let's say no one knows who Joe Schmackalack is, if you try upselling your trailer by having the words shoot out at the screen, Joe Schmackalack, and then it shows the face of someone turning to the camera, but you have no idea who this is, you are not helping your project. You are hurting your project. So maybe your group and your friends, like the 17 people that worked on the film, are at home going, woohoo, woohoo, go Joe Schmackalak, woohoo, right? But the rest of the world is like, what am I watching here? Clearly, I'm not. We're like, what is this?
Dude, his name
Joe
is
Schmackalak, right?
I'm clicking on that. His name's Schmackalak.
So anyway, it doesn't help. So so to your point, having a thumbnail where it shows clearly someone's face that people wouldn't recognize, people are less likely to click on it. The thing I was banking on is if people are really big fans of Aladdin, if they can see that it's Aladdin and then they see Jasmine, whether they know who it is or not, they're going to want to click on it and see. They're going to want to know, wait, is this, does this Jasmine have the midsection covered up as well now? Is that where we're going with this? There's a lot of questions that people need answered, whether they know who it is or not. So that's why I was thinking in this case, there's some slight leeway on that, maybe a little bit. Not sure. But any way you slice it, if with number 5 in the Darshana with the 6 arms, that's not even an issue, obviously. And the same would be true of, the same would be true of Lochan Shaimal. Like this movie could star Ryan Reynolds, although Ryan Reynolds is Aladdin. Now that would be whitewashing. No Ryan Reynolds in Aladdin. Love 5. The blue face will really help people click on it. It leaves the most to wonder. Okay.
Guess I'll just have to take.
Illegal to smoke in Sweden. I know we must have said something that's illegal to smoke in Sweden. What did we say about that? How can we share? Awesome. So Greg, the trailer drops on Tuesday, and please share it when it comes out. I'll be putting it on Facebook and everything, but also YouTube. You'll see it there if you subscribe to YouTube. Also, if you click the notification bell on my YouTube channel or the Aladdin 3477 YouTube channel and click the notification bell, you will actually get a prompt on your phone as soon as it goes live Tuesday morning. The other thing, Greg, is I've been begging everyone to make a reaction video. If you can take your phone, prop it up behind your laptop and get like footage of you like watching and like, oh my gosh, and eating popcorn, like, oh my gosh, it's great. But I want it to be an honest reaction. If honestly you watch it and the whole time you're just like, I can't imagine that. I mean, look, the music is from Cell Dweller. Doesn't matter what's on screen. When Cell Dweller music is playing, no one rests like this. You start moving physically. It's magic. So I'm begging everyone to make a reaction video and to post it online. For small, it's going to be a small image anyway. Oh, awesome. And Chris chose Fiji for his sketch. So that's even more Fiji in the world. Awesome, David. I cannot wait to see what you do with your Fiji sketch. I'll want to share that with everyone too. Usually eyes goes to what stands out, which the face will be enough to see, and seeing the big image of it. People may go, ooh, when they see the arms, especially when they see the arms move in the trailer. That'll be cool. 5 is now my favorite because he looks like he's holding and presenting the movie title. Awesome. Is the Darshana a he or a she?
Is that a spoiler? Or?
No, it's a good question. Well, it's played by a she.
Yeah, that's right.
But a lot of times those Hindu gods, this is a cyborg character with the 6 arms, but it looks like a Hindu deity of sorts. And a lot of those deities, like Shiva, were male. Sometimes they're female. A lot of times they're male, but the body is actually female, where they have breasts and they have like the curvy hips and they have all the arms and stuff.
That's true.
Yet the deity that you're looking at is actually a male. They're just presenting their feminine side, apparently. Something like that. Oh, I'll look and I'll tell Muggy. Awesome. Please, yes, and thank you. Share the sketch online. Awesome. Been nagging about the trailer you have, Camilla, and I'm so happy to tell you less than 48 hours The trailer will be out. Thank you so much for your patience, and I can't wait for you to see it. I know you're going to dig it. Can't wait, Camilla. Remind everyone of my giveaway, please, Matt. Yes, so Chris is going to do again next week. He is going to be, if you send him a screenshot that you have backed the project this week, he is going to randomly select one of the backers, and you will get your choice of any Aladdin 3477 character. He's going to do a head sketch, including, now everyone's talking about the Darshana Shailaja, right? Which is the cyborg. And wait till you see, there is a shot of the Darshana in the Kickstarter footage where you kind of see a 3/4 shot. And I think you see the eyes blinking and it's moving and stuff. But wait till you see, there's a couple shots of the Darshana. And I can't wait for you guys to see what the Darshana looks like. One of easily our most complex character that we filmed in the entire trilogy, I would say. But we had a blast with it, and it was really cool. We'll talk more later about how we achieved that. But anyway, so be sure to send that to David, and he's going to do a random drawing next week. If I win, I want Fiji too, Justin says. Awesome. Yeah, Fiji's the winner for sure. Once you guys see the movies, I think there's going to be a lot of, you guys are going to have a lot of favorites for sure. Patience, young Padawan. And Stephen Gowdy. Absolutely. I miss Stephen. Here, Justin. Thanks for entertaining and supporting Matt. Yes, absolutely. Would I go into some 3D company and let them make some 3D version of them? Thinking of the company I'm freelancing for. Absolutely. And in reference to what, Camilla? In reference to just doing a fan thing or to actually doing a side Aladdin thing? I would love to have Aladdin cartoons, Aladdin manga, Aladdin video games. I think the sky's the limit for this property. And as it continues to grow, there are some things I've got my hands in with licensing and some things that people are talking about. But I think this really lends itself to mobile opportunities and all kinds of fun stuff.
Figure, but has to capture my good side.
Yeah. Looking forward to it in March. Yeah, it's going to be off the hook. Awesome. You have Matt Bush stories. Yes, you do. Don't think they would back a Kickstarter, but if you have 3D models, may convert to our platform and do a deal, sell them or something. Yeah. I mean, I'm into it for sure. Cool to do promos for 3D Aladdin figures. Yeah. That's interesting, Camilla. In my research in the past couple of years, when I was looking at doing figures and stuff, I spent a year doing Fiji, and I didn't even have 3D files to present. So this was a lot of back and forth getting the shapes correct. That's why this one here, you can see the shape of Fiji's head is just, the shape of Fiji's head is not right. And finally, like, this is like super legit. But so I wanted to do more statues and figures and such, but I didn't have the resources for the 3D. So if you have ideas, I am listening. 4 also, which is Lochan Shaimal. Awesome. 3 may be hard to see in a thumbnail, though, if you're thinking like mobile and such. Yeah, so that's 3. It might be a little hard to read. I do like it. I do like the sci-fi of it and stuff. Good night, chat. Hope everyone enters next week. Absolutely, David. Thank you so much for that. What am I drinking? I am drinking a candy bar drink, and it's got coffee in it. So it's just like coffee, Irish cream, peanut butter, schnapps, and salted caramel, 0 sugar flavoring. Have to think both PCs and mobile devices. I'm into it. Faux show. Good luck and congrats to the winners. What's approximate runtime for the first movie? It is 1 hour and 59 minutes, just under 2 hours. Posted the movie link on my Facebook page. Thank you. 5 leaves you wondering. Yeah, I gotta say, I think 5 seems to be the popular choice. Kickstarter, I meant. Awesome. Hello. That's the one I feel look like. Man, we've got awesome comments. Thank you guys. I'm so behind on the comments. I'm going to blow through these. Less is more. Viewers' imagination. Thank you. If you show too much that's not Aladdin, it'll confuse them. That was actually my worry about having an image like this. I was concerned about that there wouldn't be enough related to Aladdin, that they might feel like, oh, this is some sci-fi thing and they're just using the name Aladdin.
It's like how Mean Girls 2 has nothing
Keep
to do
making
with
more
the
videos
story.
on YouTube. I am on it. I got a bunch in the pipeline, but this is my 13-year dream project. I should start an art company. I have an art company, but I've got so many things going on. I get pulled in so many directions. So at the moment, focusing on Aladdin, but there is a lot of art stuff coming soon. In fact, I am actually going to be live streaming some Aladdin artwork that I'm going to be doing soon. I'm going to be starting that probably not this week, but probably the week after. So there is more art stuff on the way. Agree with you, Matt. If you didn't have 3477 in the, oh, okay. If I didn't have 3477 in the title, okay. Hey, Matt, you do this drawing. I'm not sure which one that is. You might have shared, and maybe I can't see what that is in here. Post it mentions it. All right, you're on. Thank you so much. How's the weather? The weather, it's cold at the moment here. Tom's hanging out with us. It's cold at the moment in oh, Tom might have shared an image because I don't, it's blank here. This would be for digital 3D figures. Think Blender, DAZ Studio, etc. So not 3D figures printed out, but I will speak to my contact and see if it would be something they would be into at some point. Yeah, absolutely. Please do. Please do. All right. So again, trailer drops on Tuesday. Please continue to share, check it out. Leave comments. Please leave comments, share with your friends. Give me likes, all that fun stuff. But most importantly, I want to see trailer reactions. If you can film, put a camera slightly behind your I don't know, your desktop or your PC, your laptop, whatever it is, or even just your face. If you can film a trailer reaction, if you're handy with, editing, and you can make like a little thumbnail, a little inset panel of the actual trailer playing at the same time that you're watching it, or re-edit it to do that later so that we can actually see where you're eating the popcorn. You're like, oh my gosh, no way. Or where you're laughing. That would be cool. If not, doesn't matter. But posting your video reactions would be amazing. You only get this opportunity once. The first time you will ever see the first trailer for any Aladdin movie is going to be Tuesday. Capture it and share it with all of us, please. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then there's something else fun coming on Thursday. So this is going to be a big week. The first week was really big. This week, we're going to turn it up a notch, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much. Can't wait. Good seeing you. Thank you so much. And it's good. Thank you for joining in. Absolutely. All right. That is going to do it for tonight's episode. James, I think that was a pretty good episode. What do you think?
Yeah, I can't complain. We've got a lot of good stuff out there. Hopefully people stick around next time for whatever comes next.
I agree. All right. With that, I think it is time to conclude this live stream lounge. You guys are amazing. My God, does it look like I'm tired a little bit? I'm kind of exhausted, but I'm going to hang out with James now. We're going to
be the guy liner.
The guy liner. I don't have much on now because it got like kind of wiped off and everything. But thank you so much for your support. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you, especially if you're going to do a reaction video, or at least try to do a reaction video. That's going to be a lot of fun. Trailer drops on Tuesday. I can't wait. finally, like, you guys have been sharing the Kickstarter, which is cool, but everyone's been waiting for the trailer. Everyone wants to share the trailer. That moment will be upon us Tuesday morning. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. All right, thank you guys. Peace out. Woohoo!